Hello and welcome to TelecomTV. We're here in the City of London in Shoreditch at the Internet of Insurance event and conference here, and I'm talking with Vassilis Stivaktakis, who is the founder and CEO of a company called OSEVEN Telematics. Vassilis, thanks for talking to us. Let's start from the basics. You're a telematics company. Telematics is very important in the insurance industry and the Internet of Insurance. Why?
Why? First of all, Martin, allow me to say drop two lines about OSEVEN. We were founded 2 years ago after identifying a huge gap in the insurance telematic industry, which is hardware-based, mainly on OBD, and this thing can't scale. It has tremendous cost, logistics, and on top of that, it doesn't measure driver distraction risk as well. So we started developing our breakthrough technology based on smartphone-only solution and artificial intelligence, applying advanced machine learning techniques and a sophisticated scoring model, bringing a top-tier engineering team with over 25 years of international research in the fields of machine learning, driving behavior analysis, traffic accident analysis, transportation engineering, road safety, and now we are able to support our clients and rapid deployments and to gain the first mover advantage and maintaining, because smartphone is a user-friendly solution right now. And on top of that, as I mentioned before, we can measure driver distraction by recognizing mobile usage while driving, like texting or talking on the phone, which is the #1 killer for ages 18 to 29 in Europe and US, and over the 25% of traffic accidents today. So we need to do something about that. And on top of this, we can reduce the cost compared to classic telematic solutions up to 70%, which is huge, and cause a tremendous profit increase for our clients. And at the end, we can avoid legal regulation obstacles because it is quite a friendly procedure when the user download the app to consent about the legal terms.
Right, that's the background. That's what OSEVEN Telematics does. Now let's talk specifically about the applications within IoT within the insurance industry. Why is it so important?
It is quite important because we are now driving from usage-based insurance to behavior-based insurance. So IoT is helping a lot on this direction because insurance companies can identify safe drivers and those who want to be safe and attract these safe drivers' portfolio from the market and reduce their loss ratio, which is the most important thing. And on top of that, they can engage their customers, creating properly designed social gamification schemes on top of loyalty programs. And because engagement is one of the most critical parameters in insurance industry, considering that 1 out of 4 customers leave its insurance every 2 years and maybe less in many European countries.
Okay, thank you. Now, it's evident what you bring to the party and what you get out of it, because if your devices and your service and your products are a success, you get paid and so on. What do the customers get out of it? I mean, the good customers presumably get cheaper premiums and the bad ones get higher ones. Are you trying to modify behavior here in terms of how people drive and what they do?
Actually, what we are trying to do is to help our clients, our insurance clients, to become more entertaining. Insurance is quite boring for most of the people out there, so we need to change the way people think insurance from now on. And this is what we call initially engagement. And discounts are good, but not enough. So we need to develop properly designed social gamification schemes and on top of local problems, as mentioned before, and have a more engaged customer portfolio, so they can enjoy big discounts, monthly awards if they are the top safe drivers. However, it doesn't mean that we punish those who are not safe, and we just identify the safe drivers and those who want to be safe, and give them a second chance to become safer drivers and enjoy the same benefits.
Okay, thank you. Now, we've talked about the positive side of this, the upside of it, the benefits. What about the pitfalls in terms of the industry itself? I'm not talking about the individual drivers or premium payers or anything like that. What are the pitfalls that you've found within IoT in the insurance industry? Is it an easy thing to do?
Actually, it's not quite easy, and as mentioned before, till now, insurance telematics was based on OBD, and this has major obstacles: logistics, maintenance. Is not user-friendly solution. People find it very annoying. The light blinking, touching their leg, car warranty, and insurance companies may be able to handle all this, and they don't focus on their main business. And from the other side, smartphone is quite more friendly, but there are major challenges that you need to overcome if you want to detect actual driving behavior. First of all, we need to develop an effort-free app without asking any user involvement, and of course without running 24/7 in the background, causing battery drain issues. Number one stopper for mobile app industry. And then we needed to learn the machine, the smartphone, and we needed to get all just the data we need to be able to detect aggressive behaviors like braking, cornering, accelerations, driver distraction like texting or talking on the phone, and then of course clear the noise produced for smartphone movements inside the car, because when I'm a driver, I leave my smartphone on the car pocket, on the passenger seat. And at the end, that you may be wondering already, what about if I'm a passenger? So this is our holy grail. We're now able to detect driver and passenger trips and keep just the valid trips that correspond to the driver we monitor.
Last question to you then, Vassilis, if I might. Looking at your crystal ball, looking not too very far ahead because things change so quickly these days, how do you think you will be working and the insurance industry will be working in terms of the Internet of Things within the next 18 months to 2 years? How much different is it going to be?
First of all, IoT helps for this market to be sorted out. The insurance market landscape is quite competitive. Right now, over 1,200 companies exist in European market. So among them, there are many unreliable insurance companies. So IoT is helping a lot on this direction, because with IoT, drivers can enjoy competitive pricing and awards, and from the other side, from trustworthy clients, and from the other side, aggressive drivers, if they are seeking for high competitive premiums, they inevitably result in untrustworthy ones. So the unreliable insurance companies will conclude with an aggressive driver's portfolio, and they will carry high loss ratio, and at the end they quit competition.
Interesting. Something I hadn't thought about that at all. Vassilis Stivaktakis, thank you very much indeed, and well done for putting up with the increasing noise there. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Marty, for inviting me.